Amen.
So it hurt to have to leave, and I didn't want to leave, but I had to. And God worked with me 2 years in that place until I could get up enough in me to say I could leave it. That's when I reached out to one of my sons in the Lord, and he gave me his pulpit to use. And I started back from there. And so I stayed there, and after a while the Lord spoke to me and told me, say, promotion comes from the north.
I remember that. I remember he
Bible
told you.
said promotion comes from the north.
Right.
He told me get over to the north side.
That's
I
right.
said, oh Lord.
Yeah, you did.
So I'll never forget, I told Pastor Barbara, Elder Barbara, I told her, I said, the Lord said I got to go to the north. She said, well, if that's what you say, well, that's what you're going to do. You know, and I was comfortable where I was, and he didn't bother me about anything and everything, but now he said, I got to go.
Amen.
A few people that I do have left, and by now I'm getting a few more people, but I got to drag these people, and I didn't like that. Now I got to drag these people all the way from over south side out here to the north side now. This look crazy. It don't even look like nothing. And so what I did, I got them up and I told them what the Lord said. Now one thing about some of these people in here, some of these people in here is some Trojans. Boy, these people in here is some kind of people. You hear me when I tell you? Because these people will follow me anyway. When I say let's go, they say let's go.
Amen.
And we got that place out there for 45. Y'all remember that?
Yes.
We got that room there.
At the hotel.
45. I never forget that, that hotel. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? And we stayed there. And then after that, God moved us someplace else. But I said all of that to say this. You got to listen to the voice of God. You got to listen, no matter what you're going through.
Amen.
No matter how hard your situation is. Now, my situation at that time was hard. It was hard for me. It was hard for me. Because now I got 2 little children. Huh? And no husband. And I wasn't a baby. I'm in my 50s now. And now I've got to try to deal with this church. But God told me to do it, guess what? I did it. Now that's history.
Amen.
And God blessed me even when he gave me this. He blessed me. Because the man that we got this through was a man that I met over off, who was that place it was over here? It was in the back there. What was the name of that street? Huh? No. Aldine Bender. You remember we had that place back there?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we done been some places. And so, back there, and I'll never forget, Evelyn Ham's son died. Y'all remember that? And John came to that. I'll never forget, he came to that. And he met me in the office there. And they told him I was the woman of God. He kind of looked at me like, you know, like that. But I didn't even pay him any attention. I just kept going on. And so he asked me, did I own that building? I said, no, sir, I don't own this building. You know, I'll probably one day get me another one just like that. And I forgot about it, that I even told him that. And then maybe, it might have been 2 years. And then all of a sudden, Evelyn Ham called. If anybody know her number, call her up and tell her she needs to come to church.
Amen.
Listen, she ain't going nowhere. Don't you think that? But anyway, and she called me and said that John had a place. And Elder Burrell got in his truck. Soon as she said it, brought me over here, and we looked at it. Y'all should have seen this place.
Amen.
This place was jacked up.
Right.
You
Amen.
couldn't do nothing with it. The floor was falling out.
Amen.
And it had a jack in it to hold it up.
You did.
Am I right or wrong?
Right, Apostle.
Burrell, you was with me.
Amen.
And the man said, don't go in there. I said, don't go in there. I said,
Sure
you fall through that floor. I said, I don't care, I'm going in, I'm gonna look. And I looked, wasn't no floor, no nothing. And that house over there, that house wasn't like